franchise has arrived. Lionel Messi officially a member of Inter Miami.
Inter Miami's number 10, America's number 10, the best number 10 in the world, Lionel Andres Messi.
I'm by far one of the hardest workers. Real firm believer in practice make perfect. You can gather all the water to stay thirsty. Took a lot to get us here with no curses. Killing me, kill the fish on no mercy. Losing, let's get worse. I came here for fun, let's get turned up. Somebody really put up my code. I came here to kill my life. I feel like I'm chosen. Getting in tight, I feel like I'm smoking. Ain't never satisfied. Came here with something made wrong.
Thank you for those of you who are already subscribed to my channel. For those of you who haven't, take a second and smash the subscribe button, because Lionel Messi is now officially an MLS player. He's going to play for Inter Miami. There has been a lot of buzz and excitement since the news that came down that Messi is going to join Inter Miami. As you know, Inter Miami is owned by David Beckham. Beckham is a Manchester United legend. He also played for Real Madrid. But David Beckham is a player, when you watch him play, extraordinary player. But he does not only want to do well on the pitch, he wants to perform well off the pitch. And now that you see he owns Inter Miami, a team that hasn't done well in MLS. However, now the excitement with Messi coming over to the United States and joining this team has just to create a lot of buzz in South Beach. You know that a lot of tourists visit Miami, a lot of elderly population, a lot of young people go there for spring break. And now you have Messi joining this club. It has just bring a lot of excitement. I know there's murals, there's paintings. You also see Messi out in public at shopping center, and fans come up to him and wanting to take pictures. And Messi has always been such a great ambassador for the game of football, or here in the States, we like to call it soccer. But I just know that Messi is going to be a tremendous asset for MLS. And when you talk about Messi, everything that he accomplished in his career, a 7-time Ballon d'Or winner. He also helped Argentina to defeat France in the World Cup. That was exciting, watching Messi score those goals. I can't remember the last time a World Cup final brought that much excitement, because you have the two headliners. For Argentina with Lionel Messi, and for France, Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe is not coming to the United States anytime soon. He may go to Real Madrid. But speaking about Messi, you have one of the greatest, if not the greatest player of all time. I'm not going to engage in that debate today and discuss who I think is the greatest of all time. But Messi, clearly, you can make the argument that he should be at the top over Pele, Maradona, and CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo. But Messi coming to the United States has been something that co-owner David Beckham of Inter Miami have really wanted to make happen since he bought the team. You remember when Beckham came to the United States and joined the LA Galaxy? He was 31 at the time, and Beckham still had a lot to offer the game after he played at Real Madrid. But he came to the United States in part because they offered him a contract to play with the team. They also offered him a great deal. But his wife, Posh Spice Victoria Beckham, wanted to get in fashion, and she wanted to, and it was a great opportunity. They were going to be in California, specifically Los Angeles. When Beckham came here, there was a lot of excitement because people knew who Beckham was. He played for the biggest club in the world, Manchester United. He also captained England. So when Beckham arrived, he brought a lot of excitement, and I always say this to my colleagues and people I talk to about Beckham. Beckham can easily, in my mind, is one of the best midfielders ever to play the game. his ability to bend and strike the ball on free kicks is unbelievable. I've never seen such accuracy from a footballer. But Beckham wanted to chase other opportunities. He not only wanted to be a professional footballer, he also wanted to do fashion, he wants to do other things, and owning a sports franchise, which he now owns, Intermiami. But one of the things that he promised fans, if he were ever to own a sports franchise in Major League Soccer, he was going to do his darndest to bring the best players, which means from Europe. Club like Real Madrid, club like PSG, Juventus, Manchester City, Manchester United, any of these players that play at these big time clubs, he was going to bring them to Intermiami. And now Lionel Messi, after spending the last 2 years at PSG, is joining this club. As I'm talking to you right now, I know you're excited, especially if you're an Intermiami fan, but even if you are not a fan of Intermiami and you are a fan of Messi, this is just great news for the sport of soccer in the United States, because a lot of people want to see the sports grow. There's a lot of competition as you're dealing with Major League Baseball, the National Football League, and the National Basketball Association. But I think if you have talent like Messi and David Beckham and Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Gareth Bale, you have these players that have performed at the highest level in Europe, now coming to the United States, is only going to enhance the game, and they are going to open more academies, and the United States can finally have the game that we want to see, the best player play on American soil. But Messi, before he chose Intermiami, he had a great offer from, well, there was one offer to go back to Barcelona, which I never thought would come to fruition, because while he was great at Barcelona, he won them helped them lead to 4 Champions League titles. They won 10 La Liga titles. He was never going back to Barcelona. But the Saudi Pro League, if you notice, the Saudi Pro League are now plucking a lot of top young talent, and even guys that are in their 30s that can still play in Champions League and play at the biggest club in Europe. They are going now to the Saudi Pro League, and an offer was on the table for Messi to make, by the end of his deal, he would make $1 billion in net worth from the Saudi team, but he turned that down. Not to my surprise. I always thought that Messi would come to the United States. He has a home in Miami. And ask yourself this question. The money will be great. The money may be even a little bit greater in Saudi, but would you want to live in Saudi Arabia, or would you want to live in South Beach? And that, at the end of the day, was a no-brainer for Lionel Messi. So it didn't take a lot of convincing from owner David Beckham to convince Messi to join the MLS. And like I said, this game is growing. Also, keep this in mind. 2026, the World Cup will be in the United States. The United States, Mexico, and Canada will host the World Cup. And Miami is the host city. So here we go. Messi, I know he won a World Cup. That was the icing. That was what was missing from his illustrious career as a footballer. But Lionel Messi is going to do very well financially in this deal. He's going to make a lot of money. And I know this is something that now, if you want to entice the top players in Europe to come to the United States to play soccer, you have to give them part of merchandise deals and certain Apple TV deal included in their contract in order to bring them over to the United States. But you know something? Messi coming here, and before fans get really excited, I know that the tickets, the lowest ticket before Messi's arrival was $29. Since Messi announced he was coming, and you find the cheapest seats is $329. So it went from $29 to $329 with the arrival of Lionel Messi. So you see there's a lot of excitement, but Messi cannot do it alone. And I want to see one player that will join him in Intermiami. You guess who that player is? Cristiano Ronaldo, a super professional athlete. They have been rivals for years, but I think behind the scene, They may not go out to dinner and their family may not go out to dinner, but I think that is something I think that would excite fans all around the world, because we know the sport of soccer or football is a global sport. If Messi and Ronaldo can team up to be on the same team.
Just ask you to make sure you retire at the same time as Leo.
Well,
Que termine su carrera al mismo momento que tú.
he's 2 years younger than me, I
So
think.
keep going, no?
But I think I look good for my age. I'm still... I'm not bad. So you have... I hope to be here next year, and in 2 years, in 3 years. So the people...
Playing for Inter Miami, because I know Cristiano Ronaldo vacation a lot in the United States, especially in California. So if he and Messi were able to team up, what a tremendous that would be for the sport of soccer. Both of these guys, 1 and 1A. Depending on who you like. Like I said, I would not engage in that debate today to say who is the greatest of all time. But like I said, you can make an argument for both Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. But today is Messi's day. And for the United States, it's just tremendous to be able to get one of the best footballer in the world to come to the United States. Miami, on July 21st, they will celebrate. You will see him in action. But like I said, this team needs to revamp because they are not a good team right now. They are 28th out of 2019. So Inter Miami have a lot of problems on their team. But Messi, he can mask a lot of that problem. He will bring excitement, but they really need to fix their defense and their goalie and get more creative in the midfield if we're going to see the success that David Beckham, the owner of Inter Miami, and the fans want to see. What are your thoughts now that Messi has joined the United States? Is Cristiano Ronaldo, will he follow Messi to the United States and play for Inter Miami? Thank you for watching my show. Like I said, if this is your first time in Passionate Take, welcome in. Like I said, thank you for watching. Make sure you mention to your family, your friends, your neighbors, anybody you come in contact with. You want the best takes in soccer, come to Passionate Take. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.